Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting cells and increasing neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. This is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Resurrection Formula. This male reproductive tonic elixir is the resurrection you've been looking for. It is a stimulating sexual tonic with mild androgen-like effects that is nourishing to the reproductive system. You can order them at www.professorgriff.me and www.seriousmindsinstitute.com. Just call 678-557-2919. Your health is your wealth. Peace.
Do your children love learning? At the Institute for Self-Mastery, we've been homeschooling for 10 years. We didn't just hop on this because of what's going on now. Check us out, the Institute for Self-Mastery, ismhomeschool.org. Peace.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm coming right on with it. All right. I looked in the mirror this morning. I can blow my beard. So, yup. Making it happen, man. Get me some beard blend. I'll be like this in a minute, for real. Greetings, families. Professor Griff, and welcome to Serious Minds RN TV, the late edition of the Melanin Monday Medicine. This is happening on a Wednesday. Greetings, family. How y'all doing?
Excellent.
Peace and love.
Peace.
All is in divine order. How you doing?
Wednesday wellness.
Maintain. Oh, so you did send me a commercial. Is that you? Sent me the commercial?
Yes.
Hold on for a second.
It may be a little.
Greetings, peace and love to all growers. Welcome to Smile Pharmacy Herb Shop and Apothecary, where segment medicine awakens Imhotep.
We customize herbal tonics, teas, tinctures, supplements, and aromatherapy blends. We carry bulk herbs, herbs for men, multivitamins, prostate, and libido, therapeutic grade essential oils. Having trouble sleeping? Try our lemon balm formula. It's the balm.
Greetings, peace and love to all growers. Welcome to Smile Pharmacy Herb Shop and Apothecary, where segment medicine awakens Imhotep.
We customize herbal tonics, teas, tinctures, supplements, and aromatherapy blends. We carry bulk herbs, herbs for men, multivitamins, prostate, and libido, therapeutic grade essential oils. Having trouble sleeping? Try our lemon balm formula. It's the balm. What is Zytotechnology? Every person is unique. Cytotechnology helps you discover the body's unique preferences. How does cytotechnology work? Zyto technology measures the body's energetic responses to help determine the best wellness options for each person. Similar to technology you find in a lie detector test, Zyto technology establishes the body's baseline reading, then measures the variations as wellness items are introduced from the Zyto software. The body's energetic responses are recorded for each unique item via the Zyto hand cradle, an FDA-cleared medical device. The hand cradle has 6 contact points for maximum accuracy. A connection is established when the skin touches all 6 sensors. Along with the hand cradle, the Zyto software allows you to gain valuable insights into personal wellness. This includes deciding which supplements to use, which essential oils to use, and other information to assist your wellness journey. Zyto. Learn more at smypharmacy.com. Get your detailed visual health status of your organs, systems, and tissues of the body. AO Scan Digital Body Analyzer.
Visit Smythe Pharmacy today or visit our website at smypharmacy.com. Peace and love.
All right. Very proud of you. Hold on for a second. All right. I like that. It's tight. Very professionally done.
Thanks.
Thanks. Peace and love. Thank you. Try to tie in most of our important services in one when people ask us questions. So we try to tie it in one. It's more so of it's not a quick commercial, but it's one that's extensive that explains on our YouTube as well. So give thanks. Thank you.
All right, so let me do this real quick. Shout out to the Serious Minds family. Peace, Quan. What's good? Shout out to everyone on IG over here. Shout out to everyone on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, wherever you tune in. You're on your iPhone, whether you popped in your VHS tape, whether you're looking at the your VHS player, the nanotechnology, maybe looking through this through your grandmother's hairy ears. I don't know how you were you watching this at, but thank you for the support, everybody. Thank you very much. Increase my volume. Increase my volume. Increase my volume. My volume is increased. How about that, Quan? How about that? Is that cool, Quan? How about let me bring my microphone up in my face like this? All right, is that cool? All is well. Turn your volume up. Better now, Griff. Thank you very much, Quan. Let's give a round of applause to Quan. She's still about 5'2", with heels. She showed up at the class. We had to peel her off the wall. But after that, it's like, no stopping. I'm like, put the gun down. She was like, got kind of happy on me. But hey, everything is everything. Shout out to the Serious Minds family. Little Goddess, what's good with you? Thanks for all your support, sis. All right. Thanks to everyone that showed up to the class in Dallas. We're gonna try to duplicate that and make that happen here, Quan. All right. Trying to make my way back to Dallas and Houston in September and thanks, Quan. I'm just getting the message. September and October. I think Houston is September and Dallas, Fort Worth is October. I will be black. All right. So tonight we're going to be talking about the ITiS. I'm going to let y'all explain that when you introduce yourselves. But shout out to everyone. If anyone is interested in taking the firearms class this month, which meaning July, I have 3 classes already set up. Outdoor classes actually going to happen on the 11th. All right. Charles Williams, thank you for your donation. Really appreciate you, good bro. If you would like to take the indoor class, now listen. If you have taken my class before, I'm going to send you out a discount code. This is Handgun 2. This is not your basic, all right, shooting at paper targets, that kind of thing. We're going to hit some steel. All right, we're going to move. Handgun 2. All right, family? All right. Now, You could do the basic stuff if you need a refresher course. The day before that, July 10th. And I am offering an online class that you can refresh, and then you could come to the class, the physical class. All right. So we're going to make all of that happen for you. All right. So thanks to everyone for supporting the platform. Thanks to everyone for supporting the classes. All right. Tonight, we're talking about Melanin Mondays Madness, and we're going to be dealing with the ITiS. All right. So y'all already know on Mondays we normally have Dr. G, Hernandes L, and Aisha L, and we kind of put it down on the health tip. So right now I need everyone to call your friends, cousins, mothers, sisters, aunties, niece, and let them know that we are on right now, on a different day, but nonetheless, life happens, and here we are. We're talking about the ITiS. So do me a favor, fam, introduce yourselves and give the disclaimer. Let people know how to contact you, all right?
Sure will.
Peace. This is Dr. Hernandez L. I'm a naturopath here in Atlanta, Georgia. This is my beautiful queen, Aisha L, who is a master herbalist and pharmacist with an F.
There we go. Yes.
We basically do not treat, prescribe, or diagnose anything. Nothing that is said here is cleared or has been reviewed by the FDA or any other alphabet department. And this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Aisha.
Right. Very, very, very well put. I'm sure they got the message. All right. So I hope they got the message. Everything that was previously to means apparently, oh shoot, Quan said, yeah, everything like Quan, you like me. I had to go through the process of unlearning everything I thought I knew about firearms and that kind of thing, and then learn it the right way. So no shame in anybody's game, Quan. Do your thing. You're there now. Anyway, what is the ITiS? While I get me a chopstick to stir this. What is the ITiS?
So when we talk about the ITiS, everybody usually use it in a household. That's like after you eat a meal and people are like, oh, I got the ITiS, especially when you go into these barbecues and soul food Sundays and family functions, and people use like, oh, I got the ITiS. And if you know them symptoms that come after the ITiS, then that's serious. That's nothing to, we played around with it when we was younger, when we say, oh, I got the ITiS, and go straight to sleep, but not knowing that it is, is harmful to our health, especially when we're talking about the ITiS. And what ITiS means, when we came to conclusion, anything with ITiS on it, ITiS on it, is an inflammation. So that's the biggest thing. When you say I got the ITiS, it's inflammation that's happening in your body, not just when you say, oh, my stomach is full and I'm sleepy, but it's actually taking a chemical reaction to the body. Like, it could be many ways that you can kind of, spot inflammation, but sometimes you may not even know. So you got anything to say about it?
Yeah, basically that's on point. So we're just talking about inflammation. So that's one of the biggest issues that people are facing today. One of the ones we hear all the time is maybe arthritis, right? So, that's inflammation in the joints. Okay. And so it's, if you will, it's inflamed, so the symptoms vary. So it may feel different for different people. But typically, you also have sinusitis. You also have rhinitis. You have colitis, exactly. So it's inflammation throughout the body. However, it's a natural response. So, the body's basically giving you a warning of that something is happening and that you need to pay attention. It's just like if you feel a little pain somewhere, that pain is basically alerting you to say, hey, pay attention to this. It may not be anything serious, but you still need to pay attention.
Right, so what can someone do?
Say it again.
What can someone do if they start feeling this inflammation or the ITiS in their joints or whatever? Their back, their knees, their knuckles. What can someone do if they start feeling these things?
That's right. So with the inflammation, it King said, it could be alerting you to something. So swelling, redness, warmth in the body. It could be an infection, an injury, an old injury that's happening. And most times, what we do is, you call your physician, you go to the doctor, you follow up with them, or if you have a holistic practitioner, you ask them about some things. Now, some people who don't go to the doctor, we're not gonna dive too much into that because it's like a little few of us that don't go to the doctor and we kind of diagnose ourselves. So you always want to check with your healthcare provider. You also want to just check yourself out if you're doing an observation or a consultation on yourself. Let me say that. Just check out what's going on with the body, what has happened, what is reoccurring.
It's a self-diagnosis, yeah.
Say again.
A self-diagnosis. You're diagnosing yourself.
And we do that a lot. We, for those who are the knowledge of self, and they've been working with their body over the past, few years, and they can kind of tell a difference if something's happening, like something in their gut that could be causing inflammation. They can kind of feel that in their body, because everybody's inflammation is different. And everybody reacts differently to the inflammation. So it could be that swelling. It could be that stomach ache that you're not knowing, oh man, I'm backed up. Now my digestion is backed up. And once your digestion is backed up, then you can kind of tell what's going on from there. But it is a big topic and it's a lot of information when it's dealing with just the itis, because inflammation happens wherever, like you said, joints, in your system, digestion, fingers. Look, I can just pinpoint a lot of different things because we have different injuries. And then we're not knowing, even as a child, you playing that sports the whole time and they just giving you like anti-inflammatories just to keep it down, but not knowing you could be harming your body at the same time. So it comes different and you learn different as well. So self-diagnosis is basically if you're studying yourself for a while, you can kind of see what's going on. Most people come to us and say, oh, my joints been inflamed. I don't know. I haven't been to no doctor, but I can feel my joints being inflamed. My knees starting to do some extra stuff, or it's connected to a lot of things. Let me say that. So just pay attention, healthcare provider, do a consultation, holistic consultation on your entire body. And also check with yourself of what you're eating and what you're doing. This exercise could be actually harming you instead of strengthening you, so it can come in different areas. Standing on your feet for years.
You should explain that to them about the exercise part.
Oh, about the exercise?
Because you know how exercise is healthy, so you should explain why.
Got you. You're right. So exercising in different forms is healthy, but correcting certain corrective postures and things that you should be doing. You have to follow up with a specialist for that. Even though everybody wants to work out and it's a fad now, but a lot of people are not correcting their motion, what they're doing. They're having joint issues and not knowing, they're not telling their trainer or whoever is helping them, physical trainer, like, hey, I got this. And if they do tell them that, then they may not specialize in helping that person with that's going on, that inflammation in their body. So that's what I'm saying about exercise. It is healthy, but corrective postures, breathing, that goes into the whole system. So yeah, you can work out, but work out the right way and start small. Don't start jumping up stairs because you've seen old girl jump upstairs. Like, that's not you. Your knees been bad the whole time. Your elbows, your shoulders, you don't even know because you're not them. So inflammation can happen at any time, as long as you're paying attention to yourself.
All right, cool. What about what are the foods, if they have these things, what are some of the foods that they should stay away from? And then what are some of the foods that they should kind of increase the intake?
Yeah, so, as far as the itis, if you will, inflammation, anything that comes in a box, pretty much, anything that's not in the produce section, you might want to stay away from if you're having inflammation in the body. Processed foods, anything that's processed, any type of animal flesh is going to cause inflammation in the body. You're going to have a automatic immune response as well anytime you eat animal flesh. So you have to be mindful of that. And those immune responses then cause inflammation in the body. So I saw, the last two comments, about the itis, and they were saying they thought we were talking about the itis, and we are. We're talking about all of the different versions of the itis. So not just the itis that makes you sleepy from the foods that we eat. So Thanksgiving comes around, family gets around the table, is munching on the turkey, and then the tryptophan kicks in, and everybody gets sleepy. So while that tryptophan is kicking in, I'll give you an example. What causes that inflammation is when that dead bird carcass is rotting in your colon, and it's begatting worms, parasites, and maggots. And yeah, that's one way to look at it. So the itis is a real version of itis. And yeah, I agree with the sister. Stay away from the sugar, the salt, the carbs. And we got to be clear on when we talk about salt, carbs, and sugar, because we have simple carbs and complex carbohydrates as well. And then when people are saying let's stay away from carbs, let's be clear. We're talking about carbon. We're not calling it carbohydrate because it's just a fancy, a little word that people use for bread and pasta. No, the actual vegetables that are green and leafy are considered carbohydrates. So we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, if you know what I mean. So we got to be clear on some of these definitions, on some of these words. Even the sugar also falls into that category of carbohydrate, right? So because the simple carbs will start to break down into sugar, you know what I'm saying? So that's why the pasta and the white bread and all these things are not a good choice, because they're going to convert straight into sugar. And then, it's all about quality of the food that we're eating. So if it is a white bread, if you're eating Wonder Bread, then, or, whatever brand that you want to eat, and it's not a healthy brand, it's not made from whole grains, and it's not organic, then you run the risk of poisoning your system. The salts as well. So there's only a handful of salts that are very healthy to the body. We need salt, right? For the body to function. It's electric. It provides spark and it provides energy in the body. However, if you take your standard iodized salt, you're just doing yourself a lot of harm. There's some additives in there that break open the membranes of your vascular system and start to leak, and then that's how people end up with high blood pressure and all these other things, which is also a form of itis, because when that happens, the body's going to inflame in certain areas to try to protect the body and give you a chance to do something about it. So that's what inflammation really is. Goes back to what we first said. It's just kind of like a red flag. The body's saying, hey, pay attention to me. You need to do something over here.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback veggie back. And some of the inflammation can be also beneficial to the healing of the body, but too much of it can cause like chronic inflammation. So we don't want to just say just inflammation totally bad, because some of certain inflammations to the body can help heal from different infections and different diseases in the body.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me know what you guys. We had two questions. Quan asked one. I drink a lot of carbonated mineral water. Is that healthy or should I stop? And Fitzroy Muhammad says, if you're having spasms in your muscles forms up your shoulders, in your physical, your arms, is there a way that you can flush out the inflammation? Those two questions, keep those on cap. Hold on 1 second while I do this. Hold on 1 second. I am
butter, add the bacon, chicken stew, ooh, salt, ooh, add the fish, shabba dabba doo, la 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 la, the both parts to do. Chibba dabba dibba doo bop dee-da, shabba dabba dibba dee beep beep. Ronnie, get the door.
Granddad, is this a broccoli I bought at the store today?
Yep, I cooked it up for you.
Oh, you cooked it with the ham.
It's pork-flavored broccoli.
Granddad, there's more pork in the pork-flavored broccoli than there is broccoli. We talked about this. Vegetables cooked with pork counts as pork.
Hey, do I smell pork-flavored broccoli?
Hey, everyone. I brought peach cobbler.
Ew, Miss Dubois, your peach cobbler look like throw up.
Boy!
It do, look. It look like throw up with peas in it. Miss Dubois, you been eating peas.
No,
Come
I
here, what
haven't
is
had-
wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with her? She the one who brought vomit over here in a Tupperware container.
That is not vomit. You just look like vomit. Now, apologize to Miss Dubois.
It's okay. Really.
Fine. Miss Dubois, I'm sorry your peach cobbler look like vomit with peas.
Damn it, boy!
Guys, please, we don't have to.
I don't care if you beat me, Granddad. I won't eat it. That is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dynamic of what's acceptable to the infiltration of our culture. When people introduce dishes, for the sake of being polite and courteous, hospitable, and that kind of thing, we just kind of go along to get along, without wanting to insult anyone. I've thrown away many dishes. I'm just not putting anything in my system. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, oh man, that was good for real. It's like, nah. Yeah, it's like, come here, Scruffy, take this. It's like, nah, I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? But back to the ITiS. What is one of the main things, food-wise, that causes it?
Ooh. Sugar is a
sugar in every form.
Well, I'm gonna say, and that's what I was saying earlier. We got to be clear about what we're when we say sugar, salt, carbs, we got to make differentiations on it, right? Because sugar, of course, that's another thing, just like salt that we need in our body. We need sodium, we need sugar, but we don't need white sugar. We don't need, you know what I'm saying? We don't need processed sugar. Those sugars do damage to the body. The white sugar in a laboratory is pretty much, it's more addictive than cocaine. And it actually does more damage to the body. The average American right now is consuming about 40 teaspoons of sugar every day. White sugar, not that turbinado and sugar in the raw. These are better choices. This is not something you want to have also in large amounts either. However, it's a much more simpler form. It hasn't been processed as much. So it's more closely related to the actual sugar cane plant. It's just basically the cane has been juiced and then dehydrated. And so now you just got the crystals. That other stuff is something else. People want sweetener. You have choices like agave, which are non-glycemic. So our people that are dealing with certain blood sugar challenges, that's a safer option. There's other stevia is
You can have your own plant too.
that's right. You can grow your own sweetener right in your yard. There's other options as too. There's some Chinese herbs, some Chinese fruit herbs, date sugar.
Yeah, red dates.
Yeah, and so there's different ways that you can get your sweetener that can actually be beneficial to the body. But what most people are doing, like you remember back in the day, you're drinking Kool-Aid. I remember back in the day, you pour that thing,
You got a half bag of
okay.
Kool-Aid.
You
got a half bag of Kool-Aid.
You got to take it straight from the jug. But it's liquid diabetes. You know, it is what it is, and it hurts. It hurts and it kills people, and it maims people. People are losing feet, legs, and all kinds of appendages because of that. And because there's certain people in the sugar industry and in the food industries, agribusiness, if you will, that basically have a foothold on the whole market. So a lot of the information that should be getting out to the people is not. So the truth, they do all the studies, so the information is out there, but it's suppressed. And they make sure that when they do put out studies, the studies that they put out are the studies that are sponsored by the sugar companies. You know, I won't say the name, but it rhymes with Wixie. You know, they put out certain studies on sugar that says, oh, there's no link to obesity with sugar, right? But when you look a little bit further into the research, there's a clear link. So, you know, obesity is a form of ITiS as well, and it's an inflammation.
Right.
So, you know, you're retaining water, it's hypertension, it's all kind of stuff going on. So ITiS really kind of, you know, when Dr. Sebi was talking about mucus, that's really what he was saying. Because anyone that's in the naturopathic world, in the holistic world, knows that mucus is not the cause of all disease. All respect to the great Dr. Sebi. But we know that is not a fact. The mucous membrane creates mucus to remove things from the body that shouldn't be there. So that's what the facts are. And so when he was saying mucus is the root of all disease, he was really saying that inflammation. So these foods that you're eating are causing this inflammation. They're toxic. All disease is created from toxins or stress. And so even stress is a form of toxin in the body. It causes your body to release certain chemicals that are not good for you. Just like when the animal is about to be slaughtered and they see it coming, they get scared, they release cortisone in the body, and now you're eating that. So yeah, it goes deep, bro.
Oh, okay. Inflammation. Is anything topical that you would suggest you can? Well, let's not answer that. Let's answer Kwan's question, and I think Fitzroy Muhammad had a question.
Okay.
Kwan's question was dealing with the mineral water.
Oh yeah. So what I would say on that is I would look into the source. Again, do a little research, because certain mineral water, especially the sparkling mineral water, some of it is natural from the source. Some of it comes from a spring source, but then they carbonate it. I would lean more towards the natural one rather than the carbonated, because at that point you might as well be drinking a soda. And you know, although carbon is good for your body, the carbonation of the water might not necessarily be the best thing, putting those gases in the body. You know, yeah, exactly.
It got to be a balance.
So it can help maybe with a little bit of the indigestion, but if you're going to do it, my suggestion is find out, because there's a few companies that offer that type of water. But like I said, some are carbonated naturally from the earth, and some are carbonated unnaturally through machinery, mechanism.
Right. So that question from Fitzroy Muhammad was if you're having spasms in your muscle and it forms up to your shoulders in your physical body, I guess.
I'm trying to say if it builds up in his shoulders.
So you know, yeah, I would need more information, to be honest, right? But based on what I can see here, I would tell him to definitely stay hydrated, to definitely look into getting a chlorophyll supplement, and to also possibly look into a little bit of an exercise routine. The fact that that's going on with your arm, I would be a little bit mindful of your heart health.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I would make sure that you're getting your 30 minutes to an hour of some type of activity to make sure your heart is staying healthy. And, you know, drink some lime water. Yeah. You want to get that vitamin C in every day. Drink a few cups of that, in fact. And some, you know,
some Tai Chi, because it teaches him patience, and see what's actually going on with his body. You know, when I was happening to my arm, and I was like, oh, when I had to go up a different way, slow. So yeah, like different forms of slow meditative movements. You know, you don't want to go straight into pumping just because your arms are feeling like that. So yeah, Tai Chi, fruits, whole foods, whole foods, and vegetables and fruits.
Right.
You know.
And spasms are usually like mineral deficiencies.
Could be nervous. His nervous system that's connected to the inflammation too.
Could be magnesium, copper that's needed in the body. It causes the little spasms to happen.
Yeah. Repairing old tissues. He could have had old injuries too. So if he's having old torn injuries, that can create that. So yeah. If we have more information on it, you can email us at smypharmacy@gmail.com.
Give it one more time.
smypharmacy@gmail.com. That is smaifarmacy@gmail.com. And we also have suggested products for you as well. So yeah, give us an email. You can also call us tomorrow at 770-670-7780 if you need a full consultation or a recommended holistic consultation.
Okay, I got my man over here on IG, Mr. 54. He says keep the body alkaline. That takes care of 50% of the problem.
Yeah, that's I want to deal with that real quick, Griff, because that's such a like a catchphrase these days. So I love the fact that our people are waking up and finding some consciousness when it comes to health, but there's no way that you can keep your body alkaline. Just being real, you can drink all the alkaline water, you can squeeze as many limes, you can eat as many green vegetables and salad as you want, but the fact remains that your stomach pH is always going to be acid. The muscles of your body, which create most of the bulk of your body, are always going to be acid. Your bones and your blood are going to remain alkaline, as well as your saliva, and that fluctuates based on what's going on, what your body chemistry looks like. So you're going to have a balance of acid and alkaline within the body. The whole thing about drinking alkaline water and bringing alkalinity into the body is because our environment is so acidic and stressful. So it's to create a balance. So you're not necessarily by eating 100% alkaline foods, which I mean, less than 1% of the people on the planet are actually consciously eating a 100% alkaline diet. And in fact, if you were to go that far to where everything you ate was alkaline, you could end up with something that's known as alkalosis. So you have to be very careful about that, especially those who are drinking alkaline water from some machine that's creating alkaline water. It's extremely dangerous over a long period of time.
Right.
But that's a whole nother show.
Right. 1 second. Let me go back to my.
I present to you the Luther, a full-pound burger patty covered in cheese, grilled onion, 5 strips of bacon, all sandwiched between
2 donuts.
2 Krispy Kreme donuts. It's called the Luther because it was supposed to have been invented by Mr. Luther Vandross himself.
Luther Vandross is dead.
And what's your point?
Is this one of your menus? Sausage and waffle and fried chicken breakfast lasagna.
Yep.
Bacon wrapped chitlin stuffed catfish. Granddad, you can't serve this kind of food to people. It'll cause death. Whoa, this is what crack must feel like.
Shame on you, Huey. Move out to the suburbs and suddenly you too good for soul food. Perhaps you would enjoy a spot of cheese and a buttered scone, white boy. Boy, are you okay? I'm sure it's just the ITiS, right?
That or insulin shock. Do CPR.
Riley, wake up!
Yeah, I'm not sure yelling at him is gonna help, Granddad. How do you not know CPR?
I tried to learn CPR, but they wouldn't let me. Because I was black.
What?
Oh, sure. Nowadays, y'all can just run around and learn CPR whenever y'all want to. Just go around saving lives, resuscitating each other willy-nilly. But when I was a young man, it used to be against the law to teach colored folks CPR, okay?
Man, that's not true.
Granddad.
It's
You.
Oh, boy. I thought we lost you there for a second. How was the Luther?
Best thing ever.
Sounds like an endorsement to me.
Woo, facts. Facts. I've never seen them. So it's facts.
Hey, that's a real burger.
Yeah. Yeah.
People really sell that. Can't eat it.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Heart attack burger. I see that, Quan. Yes.
Yeah, it's the heart attack burger.
Sweet and greasy.
Right.
And I think we try to mesh together all of the 3 meals plus the snacks all in one setting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And your bowels are ducking, running, and hiding, packing their bags, man. And they like, what is this dude doing now?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you can't control what you're putting in your mind and your mouth, it's the issue. You have no discipline.
Mm-hmm.
You're vibrating. Everyone vibrates, but you're vibrating so low that is ridiculous. It's almost like you're vibrating on a level like an animal. And I'm not calling anyone an animal. I'm just saying that's where you're vibrating at. You ever see dogs get hungry and start sniffing and smelling? They'll stop at anything and lick it and eat it. So this is a very real dynamic. Why is it that we put the best gas in our car, the best oil, the best paint job, the best car wash? But then when it comes to our physical bodies, our temples, yeah, we fall short.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes to that kitchen and what you gonna do. Like we talked about previously episode. What you gonna do when you get in the kitchen or when you get home?
Right.
Something quick. So the car is fancy. Yeah, that's fancy. But when it comes to themselves, they need something quick because they got things to do. Or they gotta go to sleep, or they tired. They gotta deal with children. It could be different. So yeah, something quick and the baby knocked out, inflammation.
Yeah. I mean,
it starts early. That's obesity. Yeah, that's
right.
That's serious.
Can children under 12 catch the ITiS? I mean, the ITiS is something that you got to catch up to. I'm just saying, get ITiS, have inflammation, suffer from these things.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Especially these days. So everything is different now. I'm sure you know this, Griff. I mean, I want to say roughly about 20 years ago, they started putting out these studies on the babies that were born after 2000. And they were saying that compared to the children from 20 years earlier or even before that, the amount of chemicals like toxins, heavy metals that are in the babies, like when fresh out the womb, which means the mother was exposed. You know, we don't think about just being outside and sitting in traffic with your window down, how much heavy metals you're inhaling, how much rubber you're inhaling into your lungs. And now your body's trying to figure out how to digest it or how to transfer it out of the body. Your, you know, all your systems are working overtime just for you to be able to handle all that. And it's autonomic, meaning it does it by itself. So you don't have to do anything, but it still causes stress. So it doesn't matter how old you are, brand new born baby, definitely they're coming in with both type 1 and type 2 diabetes now. You know, So where, it used to only be one type for children. Now they got both. So it's just showing that it doesn't, it used to be because, the family life used to be a little different. I heard something recently. They said, in the '60s, it was a 2-parent home. In the '70s, they had a 1-parent home. In the '80s,
grandma was raised. Grandma was raised.
That's right. Raised by
your grandma.
So
that's not all correct. Prior to the '60s, grandma used to stay with us. Remember?
There you go. That's right. And that's the whole point.
And the grandma.
That's right. And so over time, things have changed. And so the values are different. We don't have the same amount of, our children aren't being raised with the same moral fortitude. They're not given, we don't have a village to raise, a neighborhood that's looking out after every children.
Right. We used to have that.
We can't even let our children outside like that.
Yeah.
Like how we used to roll.
Yeah.
So
going all day.
That's right.
Going all day.
So it's just a different environment. So they're more susceptible than even adults, and their systems are not as strong and fortified. So it actually can do more damage to them.
Right. Little guy that said multi-generational household. I hear a lot of people talking about this generational wealth, and sometimes I don't criticize. I keep my mouth shut, but I laugh inside. I said, "How are you going to do that? And when you can't even get the wisdom of your granddad because you put him in the home, disconnect. You can't even get that wisdom.
Right.
You can't even talk to granddad. You understand what I'm saying? And so this generation have this new age way of coming on, this digital new age way of making money and passing down something that the enemy can click off in the heartbeat. That ain't generational wealth. Generational wealth starts here. Here.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Can you take a walk and identify plants that'll keep you healthy and heal you?
Yep.
Basic, but we don't think that.
Yeah.
We don't.
I was having that conversation today. Friend of mine was saying, what did he say? Man, he said, so in a zombie apocalypse, you still wouldn't eat a pig? I was like, bro, come on now. I said, I can walk out of my backyard right now. I mean, forget the garden that my wife creates out in the back, that we have abundance of food and herbs and things. But I can go beyond that. I don't know, there's a million different species of plant life out here.
Yeah.
I got wild cherries out here in the woods. I got wild strawberries, wild
lettuce, dandelion.
And like you said, so you made the great point is, can you identify it? Do you know what you're looking at? If you do, when I go outside, I see salad. I see a fruit salad at that.
Yeah.
I mean, but I know everybody else is not looking at it like that. So you're 100% right.
Quan said wealth/success means a lot of different things to folks. Well, I'm gonna challenge you, Quan. In your mind, you don't have to say it, but in your mind, the top 5 people that you think are successful and wealthy. Let's see what their diet look like. What do their diet consist of? And then we can go from there. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I said it starts here. Miss Lady T81, peace, greetings. How you doing, brown skin? All right, but that's the point that I'm trying to get across. We the point of reference is off base. When I say your point of reference, when I say reference, you can refer back to it. You can always get centered once you understand and establish your point of reference. If your point of reference is getting money, you're liable to eat anything.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking about your energy centers, when you're talking about your mind, your brain, your center, the essence of who you are, that has absolutely nothing to do with wealth. That's part of knowing yourself and being able to stay grounded and stay centered. So the whole idea is I say it in my commercial for the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. Your health is your wealth.
That's right.
Plain and simple. You can. I know people with money. Like I mentioned Anthony Bourdain. You know, the white dude used to travel around the world eating that was his career. That's what his job was. Damn near a millionaire. Killed himself. Bro, you had the life. All you did was eat. Yeah, no. No.
And miserable. But look what he was eating, though. Look what he was eating. We were talking about last week. He was eating bull's balls and eyeballs and thymus glands. Like, what?
Yeah.
I think I used to just watch it just to be like, I couldn't believe what he was actually eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw one episode. He was eating like squirrel knuckles or something, man. I was like, bro, that cannot be good. I don't care how much seasoning and
right.
Look, I can tell you a quick story, Griff. So that's
one second. Quan, precisely what I said to you, Quan. He was a drug addicted suffering with manic depression. That's why I said it starts here, Quan, not with getting the bag. Yeah, I'm listening. I got you.
Yeah, so I just want to share this. So, you know, people really eat squirrels. So, you know, my family's from Abbeville, South Carolina. We're from a little town, right? Real country town. And so I walk in my auntie's door, you know, God bless her soul, she passed on. I walk in the back door, greeting everybody, hugging folks, and I see my grandfather sitting at the table with a fried squirrel sitting on his plate, like, yeah. I was like, he's like, grandson, you want some? I said, oh no. But I just had to throw that in. You made me think. I really saw some squirrel knuckles sitting on that plate. That's a real thing.
Well, the first time I ever saw an apple in a pig's mouth sitting on a table, I was just like, dang, nah. Yeah, nah, absolutely not, man. Because I'm like, the apple, I mean, the apple was ripe, but the pig was dead. And I'm like, I don't even know what that's supposed to smell like anyway. 1 second. Wow, I don't know what that smelled like. For real.
Now look at y'all. Just put as a couple can be. How many in your party? And how long of a nap will you be taking?
Well, we were thinking maybe 45 minutes.
That's just great. Head on in.
Tonight is pork reduced sushi. Hold on to your wasabi as we take you to a super exclusive grand opening of the ITiS, a new place to see a base City Woodcrest with the maitre d' who might be causing all the ruckus, Uncle Ruckus.
Ah, Francais, my good man, that's Uncle Roku. It's French. I'm part French and Cherokee Indian, with just a splash Irish.
I know Irish. Sometimes I drink Hennessy and I make booty calls. All right, Roku. What's Robert Freeman's secret?
Well, let me just say this, if it's one thing that a colored man is good at, it's cooking a pig.
There you have it.
That ain't to say a white man couldn't cook a pig better. His big brain just focus on more important things, like running the world and spaceships.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, you're such a wonderful crowd. My name is Tommy D, hip-hop lounge singer, and I'll be providing your listening pleasure this evening. And right now, I'd like to slow it on down with my main man, Biz Marquee. Make the music with your mouth, Biz. Oh, make the music with your mouth.
Excuse me, brother. Mind if I have a word with you about some of the so-called food you're serving this evening?
All right.
Yeah. Talk to him about that food.
If we don't begin to challenge ourselves and our family, and we don't upset the apple cart, who's going to do it? If we leave things intact, yeah, who's gonna do it?
Next
Yeah. So I think this generation is the generation that's going to come along and actually change. I'm talking about, like I said, I think it was yesterday or the day before, those that have insight are the same ones that's going to have to possess the foresight. And then mom and then grandmother, we used to rely on them for the hindsight, but now we got to go back with our insight and foresight and say, listen, in hindsight, we were doing some things wrong. So let's bring this up to speed to right now so I can help you prolong your life. Hopefully they'll respect your insight.
Yeah, just a little bit. We're going to see you at these new family gatherings that's supposed to be happening. We're going to bring some insight to this family gathering. And
But it's slowly changing because even with what they see on menus now and in Publix and Kroger's and restaurants that are popping up vegan items on the menu, vegan items in the supermarkets. And please don't get me wrong, family. I'm not saying do a deep dive and stay there. You still got to progress. Your idea should be a vegan, plant-based lifestyle. But you're going to go through your trials and tribulations. Don't worry about that. You'll make it.
Yep.
Plain simple. No, but don't give in to your urges and your desires. You the master over this. You don't master you. You have to master it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly when you have to sit back and watch of your family members, and there is something that you can do about it.
Definitely.
Yeah, Griff. I just think when it comes to family and these types of health issues, we're definitely walking a tightrope when it comes to that, especially when we're dealing with our elders.
Mm-hmm.
So what I found, I think we spoke about this before as well, but what I found works best is just to keep doing what you're doing and let them see you do it. I've noticed over time in my own family, I just explained to you where I'm from and some of the things in my family do. I could keep on going, but the squirrel is that's just scratching the surface. I mean, the whole woods is on. And look, it's open season on everything that's moving out there.
I mean, with the bow and arrow, be like,
damn near. Now, if we talk about my daddy's people, yeah. I'm talking about my mama's people. They shooting over there. My daddy, they from the island, so they do a little different. But yeah, so I've just noticed over the years, like when I first made my transitions into the plant-based lifestyle, veganism, when I was 18 and 19, and they were looking at me like I lost my head, literally. And but now I'm the one they call when something is going on. Hey, cuz, how do I get rid of this?
Right.
How do I deal with this? So just by being that beacon of light and just demonstrating from wherever it is, from your point of understanding, you just keep doing what you're doing. And the people around you, if they see that you're staying true to what it is that you're doing, eventually, if they start to wake up, they're gonna come and see you. They're gonna come and seek you out for sure. There's no doubt about that. So because that's a much more potent way of helping people, just to demonstrate rather than coming on to them and say, don't eat that, don't,
That was me.
Stop, why are you eating that?
That was me.
And look, I did it too, but I learned, over time that those people that needed that help, they'll come to you. You don't have to go to them and tell them what's on their plate. They know what they're eating. They might not, but they know to a degree. But then when they figure out it's hurting them, then they're gonna say, dang, let me go see what's up with these salads and what's up with these vegetables. And they're gonna come see cuz and figure out what's going on.
Right. They're gonna balance. They're gonna start balancing.
Possum, they eat possum, all that.
Real.
I eat gator.
Gator.
Damn, I eat gator.
It's down in the Carolinas. They got gators. That's right.
Gator. You say gator, you gotta spit after that. Gator.
Gator.
My man said, my generation eat vegan but will practice paganism. So hold on before y'all say something. Let me try to understand that. No, I don't. I don't get that. What is pagan?
Yeah.
Wait, what? If you really look up the word pagan and you really do a deep dive and to unravel that history and understand that you've been lied to, the pagans were the ones that was natural.
Yeah.
Charted out the patterns of the moon, phases, and sun, and grow herbs, and those were the pagans. So help me out. I don't understand you when you say my generation eat vegan but will practice pagan. What does that mean? This demon lied to you. They concocted and made up this thing called their religion, whatever they called it. They stole our information and concocted and made up this religion. And then anyone that didn't believe in their religion was a pagan after they redefined the term and started putting people to death. This was the paganism or ism was the natural sciences. It wasn't this other stuff. I don't know. No, let me not say that. I do know. It wasn't what you think it is. So we go back and we look at it. Veganism is a lifestyle. Okay. No Soylent Green, only fruits. Okay. How many people have seen the movie Soylent Green?
No Soylent.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
You saw it, Ish?
Say it again.
I don't think so.
You saw the movie Soylent Green?
I didn't know.
You gotta see that movie.
You watch? Okay.
Yeah, it was frightening, man. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure if you want to give it away, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. Catch it.
Yeah, make sure you check it out. All right. Anything that you want to say to put a cap on this? When we talk about the ITiS.
Yeah, I'll say this real quick. Like, so we wanted to share a few things because we didn't want to just talk about it and then just leave it in the air. So we wanted to bring people a few things that they could actually physically see and have an idea. So what's that first one?
It's the turmeric.
That's the turmeric.
Turmeric bioperine.
So this is one of our products, and that's probably one of the best things that you can use for inflammation. And it's technically not an anti-inflammatory, but it allows the natural inflammation response to take place from a more healthy state. Because what the anti-inflammatories do is stop the inflammation, or it stops the signal of the inflammation. So it may still be inflamed, but the body is not communicating, so you no longer necessarily feel it. And so now that mechanism that's telling you to pay attention is being deadened or nullified. And so now you don't know that that's happening. So that's going to continue. Whatever the cause of that is going to continue to happen, you're just not going to feel it anymore. So it's just going to get worse. This particular product will allow that to happen naturally, but also allow the inflammation to go down on its own. So turmeric, it's also one of the most studied herbs. So when it comes to it's like turmeric, echinacea, and reishi are like the top 3 studied herbs, but turmeric has over 5,000 like functions in medicine. Yeah. So this thing is super powerful. It's related to ginger. And when it comes to inflammation, you know, this is definitely at the top of the bunch. It's not the only thing, but it's up there.
Yeah.
What would you like?
Pain and inflammation.
There you go.
And then we have our emergency immune support. That's also on site as well. That has the turmeric and ginger in it. It helps support the immune system, anti-aging. I'm trying to turn it. The camera's being off. Yeah. So high in vitamin C and zinc. So that's also on our site as well. So these are our top products. And we also have that black seed oil. People might take black seed oil for many different functions, from asthma to allergies to rheumatoid arthritis to digestive disorders to skin conditions to just about almost everything, you know. And we also have that on site. So dealing with inflammation, pain, swelling in the body. We have the black seed oil as well. This is our personal one, the personal one. And also we have a spray that we have partnered with John Sally. And this is one of his products that we offer and sell on site. It is also a CBD hemp plant-based cryotherapy spray. So anybody who's dealing with pain, inflammation, arthritis, all of that, this is more so a plant-based spray. So if you've heard of the cryotherapy machine, you get inside of it. It's real cool. It helps the body, you know, kind of heal itself and muscles loosen up. This is a plant-based version of it in a bottle. So we do sell this. We offer this for our patients with, well, not patients, our clients with pain, inflammation, any joint pain as well. Having any swelling.
And I think Griff had a question about that. You had started to ask about topical things you could put topically. So this just sprays right on to wherever there's some inflammation or some pain. Rub it in. They literally say count to 3.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much gone. We sell out all the time. Our people come back for that. All that stuff is
We've been shipping to Ireland, to Canada, to New Mexico.
He has tapped into that quick fix.
That's right.
That's right. Yep. Because you know,
I want the pain to go away right now.
That's right.
That's right. That's what most people want to feel like in anything that they're doing. So these supplements products also assist. And we also have like a CBD good night oil for those who are suffering, you know, or having that pain during the night. We do have our CBD oil that's online. It is, I think it's 1,500 milligrams or 750 milligrams. But we have a CBD oil. Yeah, it's gonna mellow you out. Got melatonin, passion flower, some great key herbs in there for you to, you know, chill on out. And if you need that holistic consultation, make sure you hit us up. Our website is at the bottom. That's mypharmacy.com. And then it's, you know, it's frankincense is also great for your immune system, from pain, inflammation, anything you're dealing with, from skin to frankincense is it, you know. But we can go in deeper on more topical things that needs to be customized for you. We can do that as well. So you can get aromatherapy consultation going on for anything topical, aromatic. Yeah, because you're dealing with toxins in the air as well, stressful events. So yeah, we handle all that, y'all. So make sure you hit us up, smypharmacy.com. You can also email us at smypharmacy@gmail.com. If you want to call and get a holistic consultation, do that tomorrow at 770-670-7780. Now you also can text that number if you need something now. We'll check it tomorrow, but you can text that number as well. But yeah, we got what you need.
All right. And we are going to defy gravity. We're going to actually be on Monday, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. All right. All right. Cool. Once again, family, I want to thank y'all very much. I want to thank Quan for being very, very active and putting this information up and out for us, staying on top of things. Thank everyone on IG for the questions and the comments, and everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. Thank you very much for tuning in to Serious Minds Are in TV. We're going to leave y'all with a very detailed commercial. But shout out to Soleil and all the beautiful women that just got back from Tulum, Mexico. The women are definitely doing the healing and doing the work that needs to be done. They're not just talking the talk, they're actually doing it to make some things happen, preparing themselves so when they do meet that king, the life partner, they can honestly say they are qualifying themselves to be someone's queen. You
That's right.
understand? You understand what I'm saying? And y'all sisters need to get in touch with her for real.
Thank you, Soleil.
The next one is happening in Hawaii, and then a few other places, Egypt, and a few other places. So, let's just do the deep dive. When I say the deep dive back into ourselves. All right, family, love you all to life. Inshallah, I will see y'all next week, July.
Inshallah. Peace.
Now, July 10th is my next class. All right.
All right.
Well, let's make it happen. Peace.
Is that outdoor?
10th is indoor. 11th is outdoor.
Okay, got it.
You want to do the outdoor one? You want to get outside?
Yeah.
I gotta get back on my John Wick, bro. Make it gun and take it gun.
Greetings, peace and love to all growers. Welcome to Smile Pharmacy Herb Shop and Apothecary, where segment medicine awakens Imhotep.
We customize herbal tonics, teas, tinctures, supplements, and aromatherapy blends. We carry bulk herbs, herbs for men, multivitamins, prostate, and libido, therapeutic grade essential oils. Having trouble sleeping? Try our lemon balm formula. It's the balm. What is Zytotechnology? Every person is unique. Zytotechnology helps you discover the body's unique preferences. How does Zytotechnology work? Zytotechnology measures the body's energetic responses to help determine the best wellness options for each person. Similar to technology you'd find in a lie detector test, Zytotechnology establishes the body's baseline reading, then measures the variations as wellness items are introduced from the Zyto software. The body's energetic responses are recorded for each unique item via the Zyto hand cradle, an FDA-cleared medical device. The hand cradle has 6 contact points for maximum accuracy. A connection is established when the skin touches all 6 sensors. Along with the hand cradle, the Zyto software allows you to gain valuable insights into personal wellness. This includes deciding which supplements to use, which essential oils to use, and other information to assist your wellness journey. Zyto. Learn more at smypharmacy.com. Get your detailed visual health status of your organs, systems, and tissues of the body. AO Scan Digital Body Analyzer.
Visit Smile Pharmacy today or visit our website at smypharmacy.com. Peace and love. Greetings, peace and love to all.
All right.
Thanks. Ashe.
All right, give thanks. I'm gonna have to download it and make sure I put it in the system so when we come on, we could just kind of make that happen. But we'll be talking. All right.
Okay.
Galvanize those women for that 11th, July 11th.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay.
All right.
All right.
See, let me know something. All right.
If they may
All
need
right,
a
peace.
refresher course though. I don't know if everybody's ready for outside, so I'll ask. I think they're pretty new.
I think what we could do is I can do a Zoom call, bring everybody up on what we learned in the classroom, and then do a small refresher course when we get out on the range, and then we go from there.
Okay.
Rather than spending all of that time in the classroom outdoors on the range, we can do it from the comfort of our own home. Do the Zoom call, go over the basics, the legalities, all the basic stuff that we need. Okay. Then we get to the range that this is what we went over online, blah, 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 blah. Now let's do the physical stuff. Stance, grip, side alignment, breath control, that kind of thing. And I can go through the drills on the outdoor range.
Okay. All right.
All right, cool. All right.
Thanks.
All right, give thanks. Peace.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.
All right, Quan. Peace, man. Yeah, they gotta save the 10th and the 11th. All right. All right, cool. Make sure they save the 10th and the 11th in Atlanta. All right. All right, peace. Da 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 da. Ba-da.
Them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In today's climate, being safe is priority number one. With crime on the rise, we're all left with this magical question: how can I be safe and protect my family? Well, Professor Griff is offering a course that's similar to laser tag, but it's for adults. This safe and firearm-free course will train you in real-life scenarios so that you can avoid being a victim. This course is growing in popularity as a date night out. Add fun and excitement back into your love life, and the reviews are incredible. For more information, call this number below.